Hello there, my name is Valerie White-Williams and I would like to welcome you to my channel, YouTube Success Strategies. And what I'm talking about today is I'm going back into the analytics, but this time instead of the channel analytics, I'm going into an individual video because you can look at the channel overall and then you can also look at the analytics for an individual video. And so once again, I'm going to my popular channel, Splendor Studios, and I'm going to show you one of my most popular videos and how to look at and analyze the analytics to see how your video is doing. So follow me over to Loom. All right, so I am starting here from the channel analytics. Now, let me tell you, there's two ways to access the individual analytics for a video. You can go from channel analytics and find it there, or you can go into your channel and find the video you want, and then it says analytics. You can go right into the analytics from there. So you can either do it from the YouTube studio or you can do it from the individual channel. But what I'm going to do is I'm starting from the channel analytics. This is like, of course, the first page. And here we're going to go into this one right here. This is voice teacher reaction to disturbed the sound of silence. And that has been, gosh, I recorded that in 2019 and it's been in my top 10 ever since. So we're going to look at that right here. All right, so it goes right to the analytics. So what's interesting, like I said before, you can actually vary whether it's the popularity. You're going to look at things from since it was published, so which is where it is there. So yes, I have made $1,394 with this one video, and I'm still getting money from it ever since. And yeah, and so we can also alter that. So when you're looking at the videos, you can, let's just look at it this for now. So right now, you know, it's gotten 752,000 views. There's been 56,000 watch hours. And then we have subscribers. So this is what shows up on the videos, is that basically when you have a video and people watch it and then they subscribe, they're going to look at how many subscribers are attracted to your video. So, and this one has this little weird little thing. So it looks like they're always changing that, but basically I've gotten 1,800 subscribers from this video, and then you can see the money right there. So I'm going to show you two different ways. We're going to do it, you know, lifetime, because it's nice to see how it is, and then I'm going to go back to 30 days or 28 days. So here we are. We're going to go through here. It's a little bit different than the channel because it's only the one video. And so here it goes right into the typical performance. You know, it's just been taking off and taking off. And then they have what we call the intro. So they kind of smush it together than before. And so this one, again, you see that big dip, typical, all the way down. And this is how long people are listening and watching from the video. And it actually, when you click on these things, it'll show you. So it'll show you directly where people are jumping off. And like I said, usually for all the YouTubers, there's going to be a quick drop off right away. People are going to click on the video and go, I don't want to watch it. So that happens normally, but then you can see where these dips come from. So let's click on this one. So there, it'll show you right here. Yeah, so I paused there for a minute and someone jumped off. So that's kind of how that goes. And let's go look at this other dip right here and see what's going on.
Speak to how he's modifying his vowels. This is so key. He had the term words.
So what happened there is I do reaction videos, and some people don't really want to hear me talk about it, which is okay. So the thing about analytics is it does help you figure out which is popular, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what? You don't have to listen to me talk, but many people will. So that's kind of how that goes. And again, you see the average view duration is 4.28, and we have 51% views. So this is just in general. Some people, again, are going to be watching to the bitter end, 2%. Woohoo! We love those people. So that's kind of how it works with the videos. So then as you look at it, we have the intro. Yeah, and I might stop doing intros because sometimes they don't want to hear an intro, but whatever. And then we have the continuous segment, which is right here. So this, people are watching pretty steadily. Then we have the spike. So yeah, so actually this, people started listening more. They might have been rewinding. That typically means what the spike is. And then we have the dip. So right here at the end, let's go see what that sounds like. I'm probably saying things that people don't want to hear.
So who should I react to next?
Yeah, so they figure that I'm kind of finishing it up and they're like going to jump off and watch something else. That is very typical. So you just do the best you can with all those videos. So that is the front page. So now we're going to go into the reach. And so the reach is kind of how you get the impressions, how people come to your video. And so, because YouTube shows it, and YouTube has different algorithms to determine which videos are going to get shown all over. Now, because this video is so popular and so many people see it, that's how it is. The more popular it is, the more they're going to show it, because YouTube wants to get views. So it's harder as a new channel to get your video shown because you're starting out. But when you're more established, you're going to get more views because they're going to share it more, because 10 million impressions is huge. And then right here is what we call the click-through rate. And the click-through rate is basically once they show the videos across the platform, people are going to click on your thumbnail. And that is why thumbnails are so important. To be honest, thumbnails are equally important as your content. And I know a lot of people don't want to think of that. They don't want to take that in. But the truth of the matter is you could have great content and a not so great thumbnail, and you're just not going to get those click-throughs. And so you really need to really study and practice and learn how to make really great thumbnails that are enticing, that actually tell the story, because it's kind of like a competition. You have all these videos thrown out across the board, and you want to make sure your thumbnail is enticing, but it also has to actually be directly related to your subjects. You don't want to have some video or some thumbnail that is really clickbait. No one likes that, because then you're going to actually have more people jumping off if your thumbnail doesn't really react or doesn't relate to what your video is about. So here we go too. We have 752,000 views, and it looks like again, sometimes YouTube is buggy and you can't see the unique views. So what we talk about unique views is that some people watch it again and again, and a unique view is the first time. So that's how it works with the stats. So again, we're going to go through here, and for this video, there's 10 million views, went through a 4.7 click rate. Now we have the impressions, 485,000 impressions, and it goes down to watch time, which is 38,000 watch hours, which is just overwhelming to me. I can't believe that so many people have watched this. Now, the irony is I just recently got an inherited IRA, and I was working through that, and I went to the IRA person that is in charge of that, and he saw my video. It was really weird. It was kind of a weird moment, because he saw this video and he goes, "I thought your name was familiar." And it was kind of a weird moment because he is my IRA manager and he owns this company, and he found my video. And so that was kind of cool. So now we're going to look at this traffic source. So this is what happens when you have more successful videos. Most of my views are coming from the suggested videos. So what suggested videos are the videos that show up on the right-hand side of the video you're watching. And again, the more popular videos are, the more they're going to be suggested. So that's 66% of my views come from suggested videos. And then this one, browse features. So browse features are basically videos that are going to be on YouTube. They're going to suggest it maybe when you go onto your YouTube page. There's a bunch of videos that they're suggesting. So that's not the suggested videos, because the suggested videos are the ones that are on the right-hand side. The browse features are random videos that show up on the whole platform. And then this one has just 5% search, which is interesting. I haven't looked at these stats for a long time, and so it's interesting to see that I have so many suggested videos. And hardly any external, because I did this video a long time ago and I haven't really shared it. So external means you're going to get the links from outside the YouTube platform. All right, so we're going to keep going. And then it kind of does break it down. It looks like the views that I do get is from Google search, a little bit of Facebook, YouTube, other things. And then here is the traffic from other channels or other reactions. So these are the YouTube searches. So this is where people are searching for this particular video, because this was kind of really iconic. It's a really different take of the Simon and Garfunkel Sound of Silence. So people are searching for these terms, and then that's where the traffic is coming from. Okay, so now we're going to go into the engagement right here. And this shows the watch hours and the average view duration, as we said. And then it talks about again, it's kind of repeats what we saw on the other one, where on the channel videos, it's kind of broken down. So you can see, again, the reviews. This is exactly what was on the first page. You can talk about the click rates, how many people are going to the end screens, and then the like and dislikes, which is pretty typical. You know, there's always people who are going to dislike your videos, and don't get your feelings hurt. Some people love to go around and dislike videos. Yeah, what a life, right? Okay, and so now we're going to look at the audience. So this is interesting, and unfortunately, it looks like the stats aren't really here for now, which is unfortunate. So I guess this video was so long. So watch time from subscribers, non-subscribers, male and female, way more male than female, which is weird. But you know, David Dryman is this metal singer, so that would make sense, because when I do a lot of metal work, more men are interested in metal than women, just goes that way. All right, and then here's the interesting thing, the top geographies. Of course, David Dryman is an American, so definitely have a big percentage of Americans, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, Australia, something like that. And then, of course, the age, which is interesting. This is interesting too, because you know, I think this video appeals to more of the older people that remember the original Simon and Garfunkel. Plus, David Dryman is in this age group most likely. So that kind of shows you. So it depends on your content. Some content is going to be more appealing to different age groups, but it helps you realize, again, your ideal subscribers and what kind of content you're going to make for them. All right, so then we're going to go into revenue. And revenue shows like it kind of started slow over the lifetime, and it just took off. So that's why you never know where your video is what's gonna happen with them. Sometimes videos start slow. So it looks like, let's look at this. It's August 26, 2019. And then all of a sudden it just started taking off. So that's how that goes. And then they talk about the ads that hit. Now the thing about this video is originally, because I do reaction videos, and sometimes with reaction videos, you don't get any monetization. They'll allow you to have the video up there, but they're gonna make money on it. And what happened to this video is one day they decided to release the claim. And so then, since then, I've been making money on it, which is exciting. So that's how it worked. And I was really happy that day to find out, they released the claim and say they've allowed me to actually make money on that video. Because, you know, I do react to the videos, but I also give a lot of educational content. So it's kind of a collaboration, but that's how it works. And then you can see we actually have, what we have is the RPM, how much revenue that is, and then actually the CPM, which is okay, you know. There's different ways. So CPM is basically calculating the CPM means playback based cost per mile, and tells you how much advertisers paid. But you know, I'll take what I can get, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the overview, and then I'm going to go into, here we go. We're going to go into the 28 days, because that's kind of the standard right here. All right. And then this is always going to stay. This will constantly tell you how many views your videos are getting. So looks like here's the deal. It's summer. We're in the prime summertime, and usually summer views tend to go down. They tend to sag a bit, especially in the United States, because people are on vacation, they're visiting family, they're traveling. So they're not watching as many videos as they typically do. And so if you feel like your stats are going down this summer, it's okay. I discovered that long ago. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, and there is a little bit of dip in the prime summer time. And then when people go back to school and they get back into the fall, views start growing. Because, you know, are you going to watch videos when you're traveling or camping? Probably not. So here we go. This is always going to show you the last 48 hours. And again, suggested videos is top, browse features, YouTube. It's pretty much what it was for the whole duration of how long the video's been here. But here it is right here. Now here, this exactly shows you right here. So here it is. July is just not really a great time to watch videos. I still put them out there, but usually the views are going to go down a bit, which is typical. Okay, so this one has made 10,000 views, 829 watch hours, 12 subscribers, $43.20 for the last 28 days. Okay, and this looks pretty much the same too. So that's typical. You know, people are all the same. It doesn't really change from the whole, since it was published till this time. So now let's go and look at the other things and see if it's different and the same. All right. So here's this one. Yep, you see that little dip. It looks like it peaked right here on July 9th or July 8th. And then it just is continuously going down until people go back to school or back to work. And I think it'll go up again because I've seen this again and again. But interestingly, the impressions are still up all the way through. And these will tell you, when you look at the 28 days, you can see how it compares to the rest of the time. So you get a sense, I mean, what can you do? You know what I mean? You're not in control of how many people are going to watch it, but it does give you some ideas of how the video is going overall, right? Okay. So again, stats are pretty similar to what the whole stats were. You get to see that down there. Looks really similar. Okay, so engagement, it's probably the same. Again, we see that same dip from here down. And yeah, it looks like the likes and dislikes are about similar. It's pretty similar. Audience, see if that's changed. So yeah, again, subscribers, things have gone down. And the thing is that when views go down, subscribers go down because it's just people are on vacation. That's how it is. Now, this is another interesting little graph right here. This is the returning viewers. So some people just are going to watch that video again because they really like it. And these are the new viewers. Now, notice my returning viewers, the people that are already subscribed, actually are pretty steady. And then the people that are new are the ones that are a bit more fickle, because YouTube is fickle. They'll just jump off and they'll jump on, and not everybody's going to subscribe to something that they really like. So sometimes you need to see it again and again before, like, okay, I'm going to subscribe to this channel because I want to keep track of this particular person. All right, so let's keep going. Yep, more non-subscribers than subscribed. That is pretty typical. Again, whoa, way more men than female. But again, it's metal, and David Dryman is a man, and so that makes sense. All right, and again, more United States and similar countries as well, which is really interesting because I haven't really gone in and done this and compared the 30-day to the whole time since it was uploaded. And then let's look at the revenue, and I think, yep. So it kind of goes up and down in this one. And yep, things are a little bit down. So it kind of can jump up and down depending on those things. And yeah, so that is the statistics. So that's a more popular channel, but you can still apply this to all of your videos. So you just do some research and you look at what is doing well, what isn't doing well. Sometimes you're like, I don't really care, but it's helpful to take a look at your videos so you can make better videos or improve your game and really be more clear about what your audience wants, because that's the whole thing about the analytics. It's what the audience wants. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to conclude it later. See you there. All right, I hope that was helpful to you. I know the analytics can feel a bit like math class and geometry back in the day, but it is really interesting and helpful to really analyze how your videos are doing. And the reason why is because it helps you make better videos. You can tune into what your audience really likes. I was actually posting on a Facebook group, on a YouTube Facebook group, and someone says, how do I make better videos? How do I actually make sure my videos are good? I said, well, you want to make good content, and the way you know that your content is good is by going into the analytics and really looking at which videos are more popular, which videos get more views, which videos get more reactions and interaction. Those are the videos that you should prioritize to make more videos like that. And that is why those analytics are there. So you can get that kind of feedback from the analytics. So you know what people are looking for. Now, every channel is different. I have other videos where I talk about your ideal subscriber or ideal client for your videos. So when you make videos, you want to have an idea in mind on what kind of people would be interested in your content. And so that's kind of, if you just make content randomly here and there, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually give your potential subscribers an idea of what your content is all about. So this is going to help you kind of fine tune exactly what kind of content your subscribers want to see from you. So I hope this was helpful. Please let me know any questions below in the description or in the comments, because I would love to make videos to really help you do well on YouTube. And again, I have 4 channels actually, but I really know how to build channels, and it takes time and knowledge. The thing about YouTube is you can make videos, but there's a lot of other pieces in the puzzle that can help you do well. So analytics helps you understand how popular your videos are, and likewise, it'll also show you how successful your thumbnails are and your video titles, because that's the other part of YouTube. We need to make really great content that our ideal subscribers want to watch, but we also need to know how to title and tag and create keyword-rich titles so they find you on Google. And we also need to have some amazing thumbnails, so when they find your videos on Google, they're going to see that thumbnail and it's going to speak to them and they're going to click on it. So that's kind of the whole picture of really succeeding on YouTube. All right, guys, thanks for the likes, watches, and shares. I so appreciate it. And I also want to let you know, I have my own free Facebook group called YouTube Success Strategies, just like this channel, where I offer regular coaching in that group to help you guys succeed on YouTube. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.